Yes.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That'd be interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I find it's probably less than half the time people think the caffeine makes it worse. It depends on the amount you drink, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know I'm caffeine sensitive because it's like I get irritable just on like dark chocolate. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's funny.
As I'm vigorously shaking my head over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking, I mean, I don't know, I don't think I could live in a world where I could not drink caffeine.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Really?
I would be struggling.
I just got done not being able to drink caffeine and drinking just water for, what was
A
it,
few
16
weeks.
days?
Oh,
Something like
that's a
that,
long
yeah.
time.
17 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have bad headaches for like first couple days, first week?
I don't really know. I
Because
had,
she was actually
yeah,
Okay.
I was sick, so I was,
Yeah,
I had
caffeine's
to-
not your friend then, yeah.
yeah.
yeah. But yesterday was my first day back on caffeine. I'm like, yes!
I've got energy.
So you go.
Are you dialed in right now?
Yeah. You feeling anything?
I can actually.
What do you feel?
Well, it's weird because my arm felt a little
Tingly?
different. Yeah.
Yeah, you might feel
My
some
brain
tingling.
a little
Good.
different.
Alright, hold your, well, I just turned on the right hand for now, so, and hold it in.
Now I can bring my uke out because that's.
Yeah.
Is that? Should we do that?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. That looked good there, oh.
Yeah, I agree.
Good.
That was a really low setting.
It's supposed to kind of feel like that.
I mean, it should, as you go up on the common,
I'm gonna go up.
no, this is just like loose.
I'm gonna tighten
I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's fine.
Definitely noticeable difference because I mean, there's still the shake there, right? But yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, yeah, this is really just a basic,
Yeah,
low
sure.
level at this point.
I'm just giving you feedback.
Yeah, as you go up, usually the most common thing would be tingling, hand, face, and then as you go higher, it's usually like pulling. Like back of the tongue feels a little thicker, hand can feel a little stiffer.
Is that why we ease into it? Multiple sessions? That kind of stuff?
No, it's more just like for that is your brain just can only tolerate so much. You know, it's like you're still kind of healing. It just, when you first started off, your threshold for side effects is going to be lower. The longer you have it, the more you're going to tolerate. But the side effects are still the same. Alright, I'm bumping it up. That's nice.
Definitely some tingling there.
Good.
And the hand there.
I think like in the arm, I guess. And yeah, I feel like a tiny bit like lightheaded.
People are gonna think they're hallucinating. Sounds out there.
That's their problem. No, I'm kidding.
That's fantastic.
Where's this heavenly music?
Getting called down.
Tingling still there to go away?
Yeah, it's kind of going away. I'm so focused on what I'm doing. Yeah. This is good.
Good. Yeah, hold your right hand out in front of you again, and underneath. Yeah, that's pretty solid, huh?
Tiny bit in the tips.
It's like I know exactly what brings out the tremor. It's when I do like a versus.
Yeah, that's funny. Going one way versus the other.
Because it's like, I don't know, maybe it's gravity too. Because like this is like almost like I'm not fighting gravity, and this is like I am fighting gravity. I don't know. But this is definitely better.
Alright, let's turn on the other side.
Well, operating room. They were like sewing me up. They're like, should we put Matt to sleep or back to sleep? And I'm like, I'll just keep playing.
Yeah, I do
They're
remember
sewing me
that.
up.
I do remember that.
Yeah, that's noticeably better too. I can feel that in my, I can feel it.
Tingling.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's far out.
It's funny, I got another guy who plays the trumpet that did it where he gets the, like, whatever.
Mouth tremor or something?
Mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he gets that kind of thing, so he brings his little trumpet thing in, a muted trumpet, and played it. We started DBS band, Rush DBS band.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm game.
You could perform with the support group.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would be really interesting, actually.
A little lightheaded. I think it's just my brain. Right? My brain has to adjust all this.
Where this is right now, you might get a little side effects. Yeah, I'm trying to move it up.
Are you like angling the thing? Like, what's happening?
So now, see that red thing here? That's like the current that's coming out. So you might want to kind of right in the middle of this pink area. It's a little bit low, so you might get little side effects as it's
I do,
lower.
yeah. I feel it's mild queasiness.
Yeah, let us know if that gets better, gets worse along the way. It's
Sure.
expected, but it's helpful for us to know kind of how it's trending as well.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hold your left hand out, or yeah, your left hand flat enough like that. That still gets going. Okay.
You know, that's worse.
Shouldn't be a little tougher.
The left hand's always been more challenging.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. I'm left-handed, but it's like I try to do more things with my right hand.
Sure.
So, but it's like if I pick up a jar of peanut butter, it's like instantly going on the left hand, and then it's like, oh, I forgot.
Sure.
It's- Oh, that's so smooth. And that's crazy. There's room to get it even better. You're saying in sessions after, right?
Yeah, this is kind of just really kind of breathing
That's
stuff.
far out. Man, it's cool just having a taste of this. It's like, whoa. Carnegie Hall, you guys got backstage passes.
Done.
Stay in the lobby
musician
and
group
play,
somehow
you know.
kind of sparked
Put a
like
little,
this
put a
really
little
cool
can
idea.
out there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really actually good. Most other places I worked at, they've had some kind of piano or something like. No, these places do. They probably got it downtown. It's always nice to have someone just out there playing
Mhm.
gentle music.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, exactly.
It was such a peaceful way to
Gig,
close
yeah.
surgery. You know,
Yeah,
playing
right.
us away. Everyone's just like such in a happy mood.
I think Edward Hospital has a piano in the
Yeah,
lobby.
they do.
I think so, yeah.
Most,
Yes, you
most
are
other
right.
most
You are
places
right.
I've worked at has had something like that.
I don't know if they, I don't think they do downtown.
Understand that.
Maybe Northwestern might somewhere.
So there was a piano at Rush downtown, and we must have missed it.
Yeah, I have not seen it.
It was really early in the morning.
Alright, try holding that left hand in front of you again. Like that. That's that spot that gets you. Just kind of jerky. Okay. Are you feeling any kind of tingling or anything like that?
Right side still on? Yeah, I was because I'm playing that and not noticing.
How's the left hand feel with threading and stuff? Different, better?
Actually, good. Yeah, like even my leg too.
Alright.
Kind of weird.
It's just a weird kind of jerky tremor up there. Something like that.
Rotational tremor.
Yeah. I mean, I usually think it's a little better. Does it feel better? It's still there, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Feels about this, I guess, the same.
put out there. Okay.
I remember Dr. McGraw saying I had like a dystonic tremor too.
Yeah.
So that could DBS help that down?
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, it just takes a little longer than like the essential part of things. I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
Also true. It will take a little longer for that to respond, I think.
Huh, why is that? Why does that take longer than just how the brain works, right?
Yeah, just this dystonia, it's a different network. It's one of the things I was thinking about doing, like, should we do GPI or, we could do another area of the brain for that too, but since it was more, it's definitely still tremor. It's not like you get too much pulling. But yeah, I agree, it does get a dystonic part of it, yeah. Because, when you get that kind of position, it gets jerky like that.
Yeah. How long does it usually take to get, it could take like a year or something probably. Maybe.
Oh no, it shouldn't take that long. I mean, specifically with dystonia, it's like sometimes you do the programming. The tremor usually responds quickly, but if it's more of a dystonic thing, it might take weeks to months.
Of different sessions?
Just to kind of settle up completely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, weeks for you. Yeah, it shouldn't be real long. Any tingling or anything like that?
No. I'd be interested to like do the little
Archimedes spiral.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I feel a little different. I don't like that feeling at all.
What do you feel?
Sick to my stomach.
Turn it
off, man. Game over.
Are you actually gonna barf?
I put it down as they go away.
Yeah, it's still there though.
Been together almost 7 years, never seen a barf.
I haven't barfed in like 20 years.
We'll give you the,
Maybe turn it back
the
up.
barf setting.
Yeah.
But
Just so I can experience it once.
It still feels off. Something feels weird. Are you in the red zone there? Plus my speech feels
Yeah,
on.
you did get a little bit slurred there. I heard.
Yeah. It's like, geez, I haven't even drank in like 3 years, so it's like, holy cow. That's what that feels like. It still feels off.
There we go.
The red zone. The red zone is for parking. The red zone is definitely not for DBS. It feels weird again.
It's funny, I'm just
You're laughing.
It's on backflip for sure.
Okay, it's going down, I think. I remember that feeling all too well in the OR. It's like, shut it off, man.
Yeah, no, I know they really kind of crank it out. And actually, I would too if I didn't have the imaging, and now I just kind of rely on that because we used to have to check everything, go up till you get side effects, and then you kind of see. But now I just rely on this, so it's a lot easier, I think,
That's cool.
for people.
Yeah. Is that from the OR then, all that stuff?
Well, yeah, they merged the imaging. You had the CT before, or the MRI, and then the CT after, and then they merged it. Well, better though, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Don't feel like you're gonna barf anymore?
No, I don't. She'd be so happy. As awkward as that sounds. You're like, yes, man, we got
I've
medical.
never had that happen. I've certainly had people feel nauseous, but never actually had anyone throw up.
Well, you just didn't crank it up far enough.
Right, because I don't let them sit there too long, probably.
Oh man. think going off the gabapentin, that's huge already. I mean, that's awesome because it's like just being off of it for like the last dose I took was yesterday morning. It just like there's no like filter on life. It feels like that's huge for me.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see much difference getting off of it. I will say that sometimes it does make people sleep. So if you're taking it like before bed and you stop it, it might be like, well, I'm not sleeping quite as well. But that's probably about it.
I'll adapt. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Did you change any settings?
Yeah. Well, it's still better though.
Definitely less frequent, yeah.
Yeah. This is still, yeah. Like
Still
I
pretty
said,
good.
yeah, and I mean, it'll be interesting because I have it written down where you felt that. I guarantee next time if I did the same exact thing, you won't feel nauseous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not at that level anyways, yeah.
Right.
Like the next session?
Mhm.
Why? Just because the brain is like
It gets used to it, yeah.
that's messed up. What a strange
How
place.
does your left
Sure.
hand feel in comparison to that when you were doing that? Does it feel different when you were playing, or about the same?
Yeah, so like when I switch positions,
Yeah.
that's when I'll notice it. Like I'll go to a position and I'll slightly get like slightly off
Yeah.
because that's when it happens there too.
Mm.
Or even like when I'm writing, like when I approach like
That's what I was gonna do. Get the thing.
yeah, when I approach a pencil to paper, that's when it gets
Yeah.
like your trajectory.
You know what I forgot to get, Matt? I forgot
Yeah.
to get you one time just introing yourself in today.
Sure.
Just no.
Do you want the Yuki in there?
30 seconds. Yeah, you can hold it. You can say, no, I'm Matt O'Brien here for my initial programming. No, you're fine.
Hey everyone, Matt O'Brien. I'm here for my initial DBS programming. So far, everything's looking good. A little mild side effects as he kind of searches for the right areas, but already getting some pleasant relief. And I get to be off of my meds, the doctor said already. So no more gabapentin, and we keep building on these sessions as we go, and I'm psyched. This is pretty awesome.
Fantastic. You're the spokesperson for virtual DBS, no doubt about it.
Cool.
Virtual DBS?
Just like in the content posting world, I mean,
Oh.
excellent testimonials, excellent, vlogging of the journey, the talking. Like I was going through and editing a lot of that video. And, like,
Well, he makes a lot of his own music
He
videos.
makes great pauses. He talks
Yeah.
really well. He makes eye contact. I mean, you know how hard it is for most people to even talk in front of a group. It's just an excellent speaker and
Yeah.
great storyteller.
It helps that I got my own music channel, so it helps.
Yeah, this is going to be really unique on your end too, to share your own journey. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited
Yeah.
for you.
I got my
I've
own.
got to run downtown to Downtown Rush, but
seen
it
you
was
again.
so nice to see
Yeah.
you.
Nice to see you.
too.
Cool.
Grant, will you walk through all the peripherals and stuff?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I think
All
that's
right,
mine.
that is yours, yeah.
I'll see you guys. So we're gonna do this again in the next session too.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll see you.
Great start.
Don't forget your backpack.
I did not, thank you.
Okay.
I've got the mailer from Gabe too.
All right. Thanks.
guys. Have a great day.
Alright. Try this one out again. Without resting your head on
Yeah.
Wait for Grant.
Start here.
Oh, you're good.
Either way, doesn't matter. Try the right hand for that one.
For this one.
That's pretty smooth.
Lost where I'm supposed to go there. That's weird. I'm not used to doing with my right hand, so I'm like, huh?
Oh yeah, and you can think about how's the implant site, all that stuff sealing up okay?
Yeah. I mean, a little tender, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah, I will say that the usual course of things, this was your first one.
Uh-oh.
Houston, we have a problem.
This is huge already. My signature is like, that's crazy.
It is?
Is it better?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On the left hand?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here was the first one when I saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how I have people that comment like the other day when my printer isn't working and we're telling people we got all this like advanced neuromodulation things and like, our computers and printers don't work. I'm like,
funny.
That's probably not a good sign for people, right? They're like,
That happens more frequently than you think. The simple thing becomes the challenging one.
yeah.
That's funny.
And I'm like, I promise our machines are better, but our printers just aren't very good.
Yeah. See, my left hand is doing its jerky stuff. But it's like, that's the thing. Like before, like when I try to sign, it'd be like,
Yeah.
like
Or-
get there, and now I can kind of do it. But now it's like, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you're saying we'll just ease into that eventually.
Yeah, let me try another couple settings on this for that left hand. Let me feel if you got any kind of issues again.
So bizarre. Yeah, like a little like tingling, I guess. But yeah, kind of like it's like it settles down. It starts kind of weird,
Yeah.
and then it like
Yeah, when you kind of make a jump, you get a little bit outside that area, you usually feel a little bit, and then it kind of fades out. That's fine. We don't worry about that, but obviously if it hangs around, you don't want that.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially if it's like the tingling and stuff, that's kind of expected.
Yeah, see that when I like initially go even there. It's in like this tonic thing. So now I'm trying to just be relaxed, not trying to like tense up the muscles. It's still pretty good.
Yeah, here, hold it out for me again. I mean, it's definitely calmer. I'd like to see it gone, but it's better when you get up here. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But like you're saying, in time, it should be
Yeah.
done.
No, I mean that's the thing. It might not be like completely get rid of it, but it's gonna just.
Sure.
The problem is like if you leave people on too high of a setting, and then there's always like you feel a certain way here, and then you get home, and then you go, oh, I don't feel right or something, and then you always kind of err on the side of a little bit of undershoot as opposed to crank it too high. People go home, then they go, I don't like how I feel. Now what do I do?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
But I'll give you a range to go up and down on this stuff too.
Oh, cool. So, like, let's say this takes 4 sessions. By the 4th session, this thing could be gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be. I mean, I think you got a good spot with this stuff, so within the first couple ones, we're gonna be pretty dialed in.
Cool.
And then it's gonna be like, as time goes on, tremor gets worse, you kind of bump it up as time goes on, but that kind of initial getting the right spot takes at least 2-3 sessions, if not more.
Okay.
I think these are placed well. Sometimes I get these things and I go, yeah, it's a little bit outside where I'd like to see it, and then I'm a little bit more discouraged, but I think this is just fine. I think this will work well.
Sweet. I'm sure all the feedback I gave them in the operating room, that probably helped.
Yeah.
Because there was a few
Oh,
times
yeah.
they were like, okay, we got a double dip here.
Right. Right.
The next tremor, that's also gonna kind of go away too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd say of all the stuff I see for you, this one up here is going to be the most difficult. Everything else should be easier.
But you're saying like I know I keep asking the same question, but it's like I'm like, man, I don't want this shit anymore. Excuse me.
Edit that out, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta make it more real,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. How you feel? No tingling or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, just slight like lightheadedness.
Do you need to play anymore, or you want to keep writing?
Yeah, I think I'll actually leave it here for now. I'll give you a range. We'll show you how to use the controller. 1.5 on each side, so it's still really low.
Yeah.
That one's at 174, the other one's at 130. So.
The programmer's a little low on battery still, unfortunately. He's right, there's not really a good plug in this room, is there?
No, that's the only one. Feel okay?
Yeah. It seems like you were more working on this left hand than the right hand.
Yeah, that one's a little easier.
Because it's my least affected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that's that was noticeable because I'm trying to do triplets, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and it would just with the tremor it would get sloppy. It'd be like 1 2 3, 1 2, you know what I mean? It's like totally done. Yeah,
Like flamenco.
exactly.
Range 2.3 on right VIM.
Alright, and then left
And
is
left range is to 2.2 on left VIM.
So we're in the right spot of the brain. Next sessions is like, let's slowly bump up.
Yeah, it's kind of like more fine tuning.
Right on.
I gotta make things symmetric. So you got 1.5 on both sides. You've arranged from 0 to 2.3 on both sides because I like things to be symmetric.
Sounds good to me.
You can ask me why 2.3. I don't have a good reason. When you were getting up a little higher, you were starting to get that nauseous. But as time goes on, you'll be able to go higher. So I'm giving you a little bit more range. I think that right hand will be just fine. I think that left hand is something we're gonna have to work on.
I think too, it's like by the second session, I mean, all the gabapentin will be out of my system, so any like residual
Yeah.
for that probably wouldn't have to worry about that at all.
We made him a very happy boy
Oh man,
by telling him he can come off his gabapentin.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I doubt you'll see much change, but maybe you will.
Well, like being
Anything
off
will-
of it?
Right, I mean, with the tremor.
Oh.
I mean, if anything, you'll probably feel like you're less kind of sedated throughout the
Yeah.
day, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You feel like your brain is working full
Sorry.
power.
Sorry.
Okay, so we good to show auxiliary materials? So you've worked with the remote a little bit. Let's actually start with that because your battery's fully charged. I can see it on there, and you told me yesterday too. So in regards to the remote, I know these guys.
You can lay it in the case.
You don't have to charge this very much.
Yeah.
I would just leave it in a corner, whether it's in your office or in the kitchen. You can leave it plugged into the wall. You're not really gonna have to travel very much with it either. Like, it's very rare you'd be making changes when you're going to the grocery store or
Yeah, for
going
sure.
to the clinic. They're fine changes. So
Yeah, it's really the charger that's I'm going to use the most.
correct, and you're not on very high settings either. So our battery capacity is probably could last you about a month. You could probably go a whole month without charging this battery till it would need to be fully recharged. But we recommend to do it once a week.
Got it.
So I'll start with the remote. You know how to unlock it. So that's that button. You release it. It's wirelessly going to find this. We disconnected from the computer, so it could take a second. So this is what's different now. That green sun, stimulation on. So this doesn't get turned off ever again. You know, now we have DBS on all the time.
Mhm.
Your green acorn showing you that's exactly what the battery looks like. It's fully charged.
Mhm.
And then if you look up at the top corner, that's 1. You only have 1 program right now. You're on program 1. Top right hand corner, that is that's the battery. So that's fully. This guy's fully charged.
Right.
So he's fully charged, and then your battery's fully charged.
Oh, got
You're
it.
good. You don't need to charge this for about a week.
Very cool.
Red button would turn the green sun off, so we don't want that.
We don't, because that turns the stimulation off.
Correct. So if you ever look at it and notice that green sun's not on, it says stimulation off.
Well, I would notice too.
You would notice
Shaky.
physically, and
Yeah.
you would just press that, and it would turn it back on.
Sure.
We're gonna have you hit the right arrow right here. So now you're looking at programs, which doesn't matter to us because we have one. You can go to stimulation, arrow down 1, and hit that white circle. You're
Next
okay.
one.
So you're this is your okay.
Tremor, I haven't noticed
So
it.
L is for left body, R is for right body.
Got it.
Let's practice going up 1 on L. So you hit the plus.
Oh, got it.
And then this will move left body up by 0.1. We go minus.
Oh, because it's on the low setting right now?
So this is L for left body. And
No,
R
no, I
for
meant
right
like it's gonna,
This is all you are at right now, 1.5.
Yeah.
but I can go higher
You
myself.
could go up to down to 0 or up to 2.3 on both sides.
Oh, that's right, you said 2.3.
Right.
Well, right now I'm at 1.5.
Now on the, I didn't push it real high on that. I always think different for the
Left body.
For the left body, when you were up to 2.0 is when you got that nauseous. So
Oh, but like you said, that's gonna go away, because my brain.
yeah, that should settle out. But right now, if you put it up to 2, you'd probably feel a little nauseous.
Right. So then if you arrow over to the right side.
Don't you touch this thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So arrow over to the right side.
Behave.
It's right body, gonna be the same thing. If you wanted to go up, you'd hit plus.
Got it.
If you wanted to go down, you'd hit minus.
Got it.
If you keep pressing it to 2.3, it
Uh-huh.
would give you a limit and say, limit reached.
Right, because we,
Yeah.
Right.
it's our safe
I
zone.
think ideally, Dr. Wozniak will advise you to not make too many changes unless you feel like you need to.
Yeah, I'd say let it sit. I don't think that right hand's going to give you much of a problem. If you are at home and you're like, all right, I feel fine, but this is bothering me more, bump it up. Bump it up to like 1.5.
What if I want to slowly bump it up, like, over the next couple weeks?
Yeah, we can do it.
And get it to like 2.3.
Or wait, what did I say? You're at 1.5. Yeah, bump it up. If I go up, I would go up to by 0.2, like 1.7. Give it a couple days.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to.
That's why I give people the range to do it. Yeah.
So then that's how you
He,
get
he
on
wants
these
to pass go and collect $200
Yeah.
as quickly as
And
possible.
then, so say you're done with this screen,
Good.
just hit this guy in the far right, and then it locks the screen back like that.
Gotcha.
So that's all the remote. If you have questions, just text me.
Yeah, of course.
You can always call me
Yeah.
if you have a quick like remote
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that's remote.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the reason why I gave you a higher range than you actually tolerate now, because that's exactly
Yeah,
why
it took
I
us like
did
5
that.
minutes to figure out how
You'll
to
be
shut
good,
it
and
off.
then you'll be like, all right,
Yeah, it essentially just stays in lock.
and then you'll have
Yeah.
a-
We
And by then, my
finally
brain
figured
will
it out by
get
reading all
in.
different manuals. And
Luckily, you
I
do the
can
reading.
I can do those 0.2 things.
he just
without
jumps right
getting
in there. I'm like, oh,
side
should we
effects,
look at the
basically.
manuals? Ah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
That's why I don't get to the full range, so you
Okay.
can't get yourself in too much trouble. You know?
Yeah.
Then this is the charging puck. A lot of people get confused with the puck and the remote, saying, "Oh, I'm going to charge it and then pull my remote and try to check at the same time." And the remote's going to give you a communication error because the battery can only talk to one device at a time.
Got
So
it.
if you're charging it with the collar while pulling up the remote trying to check it, both of them can't connect to the implanted battery at the same time. This guy, you leave him plugged into the wall all the time, find a little corner. When it is plugged in, that's a good spot, a light's going to come on. It's going to be green, yellow, amber. Over time, we find that the light just changes colors on these pucks. There's like the pixels mix up a certain way, so don't worry about what color it is, just as long as there's a light on when it's plugged into the wall. Sometimes this cord can sit in without it looking like it's plugged in, so if you ever notice that, that's what I'd recommend to check that.
Got it.
When it's time to charge, so say like a week from now, today is Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, maybe next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you should be fine. It's just pick a day sometime next week. And how you'll charge this is we'll have this collar, we'll situate it for you as well. So you're on the left side. So this one isn't set up correctly, but just to give you an idea. Press the button. Searching for metal. This counterweight helps to hold it up, and there's a strap we can adjust it on you. It goes over the top of the metal device, and the beeping stops. So this tells you that it's
Recharge your
charging.
phone that way.
Technically, but I don't think it works. So it finds the metal. if you're playing, if you're
ever tried, yeah.
if you're moving around, you'll notice the beeping will keep going.
Gotcha.
It's got to be silent. So when it's silent, it's charging. When it's fully charged, it'll give you a double beep feedback, like a beep beep, beep beep,
Yeah.
beep beep. That'll go on for about a minute. That'll tell you it's fully charged. What you'll do is you'll turn it off. If you want to check, then you can grab the remote and you go, oh, I see 3 bars. I'm fully charged.
Got it.
For you, I don't think charging can be very difficult because right now you're not at super high settings. So once a week for maybe 40 minutes to an hour would be the max you would need.
I can't believe like we're at like the basic like foundational settings and I'm like seeing this much relief. So it's like
Yeah,
wow.
no, it's great, yeah. I mean,
There's like
it's a low
so much
setting.
room.
Yeah.
It's like holy cow, man. I feel like I'll be steadier than Dr. Simon. Maybe I'll become a neurosurgeon.
Tell him, man.
Watch
Maybe
out.
you decided a new career path because of your studying.
I'm sure he'd be honored.
Yeah, right.
So if you have any questions, Steve, just call me.
Yeah,
I don't.
of course.
It should be pretty easy for you. I get worried some of our older patients have trouble with tech, but you're so tech savvy, this should be really easy.
Yeah.
I do have a couple surgeons I've seen for essential tremor. They didn't get DBS, but obviously that's not such a good thing to have as a surgeon.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was helping out in Philadelphia like 2 months ago, and they implanted a urology surgeon with
Nice.
DBS, and he implants Boston, and he goes, "I'm just completely Boston. I have it in me. I'm implanting it." He's
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
Get him on the payroll.
he's like, "How did I get this way?" But like I'm like after his initial programming, he scrubbed in a week or 2 later and did surgery.
Nice.
Incredible.
Wow.
He was ET as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's something.
we see it a lot. Yeah, I've seen a few, and then they were usually kind of towards the end of their career, and they're like, "Well, I just have the residents do more," and they kind of try and hide it, and then they usually get to the point where they're like, "All right, I can't do surgery anymore."
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, dang. So don't turn the stimulation off.
You can if you want. I mean,
It's
if you
not
want
gonna-
to save battery life, you can. But
Well,
if I
so
were you, I don't think I would. I would just leave it.
well, yeah. Here's my angle: is like I want to make because I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a YouTube channel of my DBS journey.
Okay.
Then I have my
Cool.
music, guitar, teaching. I would make a video.
for sure. Then,
I
yeah.
would shut it off
Do
and
it
I'd be like,
before
"Here's
and
me
after.
shaky,"
Mhm.
and then I turn it on and I'd be like, "Here's me not shaky."
Yeah, you just do that with the remote.
Okay, but it's not gonna like.
No, you'll feel it. I mean, you'll feel the tremor come on. And then when you turn it back on,
It'll probably
you,
feel.
You usually get a brief kind of, not always, but maybe like a brief sort of tingling, that kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Just quick when it turns on. Yeah.
Yeah, remember that guy on the internet? He's like,
He gets like a head rush, he said.
oh, and then he's like, but he had a really bad. Holy cow! He was like, he couldn't.
I feel like that was worse with the older DBS models, right? Where it would kind of ramp up a little quicker.
Yeah.
They're built in now to ramp up slowly and not just go right
Right.
from on to off.
Okay.
I feel like even when we replaced a couple of Medtronics, some of the old
Right.
generations, when you check impedances, these poor patients,
Yeah.
it's just like the way you check the circuit,
Yeah.
they are like so uncomfortable for that off period because they've been on stim for so long.
Yeah.
You know, they're weaned to it, and it's an older model that doesn't have that gradual ramping.
Wow.
Yeah, you will get to the point where it's gonna be, when you shut it off, it becomes kind of a traumatic thing where it's like,
Because we've ramped up so much, yeah.
Yeah,
At
but
that time.
then you're gonna get used to the tremor being suppressed, and then you kind of unleash it, and you go, "Oh, geez, that's what it was like."
Yeah.
And there's no phone app for this?
No,
No?
eventually they'll probably do it, but no.
I know what you're thinking.
How-
That's been
how-
bad. Let's
how-
run
how
this
quickly-
while I'm brushing my teeth or something. You.
It's like on off.
Like,
Yeah, while I'm teaching or something.
Let's just say, theoretically that the remote goes missing for a day or 2
Oh, man.
after,
Yeah.
he gets his stuff gets shut off.
Mhm.
If it gets lost for too long, how quickly can we get a replacement?
Just call me. I can get it
Yeah,
next
just
day.
let 'em know.
Next
They can
day?
get you out quick, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's cool.
And in the rarest situation, I have like plenty of. I could always assist. I've been to your place, so
Yeah.
it'd be easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I gotta run the next one. I'm gonna have Jessica come in and give you a couple more appointments.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. In closing, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Rock and roll, yeah.
All right. On to the next one.